There we go.
Yeah, now there we go.
Whoop.
Go to old trusty here. That way it might be better. Might be better, hopefully. And we'll see. We'll watch for folks again and try this again because that was a fiasco. There we go. Got somebody just popped in. But yeah, the internet connection out here is no good. It is no good. It sucks. Makes you want to toss that router right through that window of that door right there. And we even tried the phone. So, but appreciate you folks coming back. Hey, Josh, they're popping back in there. Is that better? Please let us know. Dad, blam it.
We're back.
We're back. And
hi, Cheryl. Happy Labor Day, everybody.
Of course, we had to come back over here to where we normally go. We wanted to do something different, but that didn't happen. It didn't work.
Yeah, can't do anything different around here.
Yeah, limited to internet availability. And I'll be danged. I don't know why we can't get fiber out here. I mean, much less. We don't get nothing hardly, do we?
We have to use our cell phones.
Yeah, we use our cell phones or a hotspot. But we want to do our little live today, Labor Day live.
Yay, hi, Melinda.
And so we thought, well, we almost did it outside, but it's a little bit warm. A little bit warm in the kerosene. We didn't light the lantern, so.
Yeah. I'm going to save the kerosene before I get yelled at again.
But boy, was it nice not having to get up and go to work, wasn't it?
It was nice last night. Staying up. We knew that we didn't have to get up and go to work today, and we were just in the best moods.
Yep. We set up. What was it, midnight?
Yeah.
We stayed up till midnight.
Like young kids.
Me and baby both were like, don't have to stay up late because we don't have to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah. And midnight was pretty late for us.
Midnight was late.
Yeah.
And I know when I went to bed in there, I went smooth.
Yeah, I did too. I don't remember anything.
No time.
Yeah.
I wonder what all these folks out here are going to be doing today. I know we don't have much planned, just a lot of tinkering, huh?
Hi, Gary.
Hey, Gary. How are you? Yeah, we don't have too much planned for the day, so we'll probably just do a lot of hem hawing and tinkering and playing around, messing around with whatever we take a notion to play with, right?
Yeah, I think we're going to get ready to take a notion of getting that fall pumpkin shirt ready because we're in September.
We're in September, so we're going to be in the shop seeing how a couple of our shirt ideas come out.
Yeah.
And baby needs to play maybe with the Shopify. And if we get a good, decent shirt, baby can see if she can get it on the Shopify thing, right?
Yeah.
And I need to probably play with my cup.
Hi, Carrie machine. Leonard.
Hey, Carrie.
Hello, Shasta Valley Outdoorsman.
But I'm sure all you folks have got a lot going on today as well.
So this is just an impromptu Labor Day Live. We really just wanted to hop on and chit chat and see what everybody's doing. We actually had a really good conversation yesterday that we wanted to chat about, and we didn't do our normal chit chatting with Pretty and Pooch.
Yeah, which we record that.
Right. And so we just decided, well, since we didn't do that, we would just go ahead and come on live and see what y'all were doing. And
we might still do a video later, though.
I don't know, but so just so you guys know that are in here, the 10 of you that are in here, there's Cheryl Kiss, there's Melinda Dobson, Shasta Valley at Dorset. Oh, hi, Karen.
Howdy, Karen.
Josh said he's pretty busy himself. He's sitting in his rocker out there drinking coffee and waving at all the folks.
Yeah. That's probably fun times too, though. Hopefully people pull into the watermelon stand today and pick up some watermelons.
Speaking of, we're cutting our watermelon today.
Yep.
So excited.
I put ours in the shop fridge, Josh, and we're actually going to carve one up today.
Can't wait.
Yep.
So Shasta Valley Outdoorsman said that they were going to stay up and play pool, but they fell asleep. Isn't it weird when you get old? Like when you're young, and I mean, you can really feel how age, even though like for me, my mindset if I didn't force myself to be mature,
Yeah, right.
I could be an idiot. And but my body, so my mind's telling me you can still say and do all the things, which I still can.
Yeah.
Something that Caroline and I, my daughter, we were supposed to talk about last night is um a subject that I wanted to chat about, which I'd probably going to record for this evening, actually. So you'll have to tune into No Judgment here to see. But tonight, because my guest
Backed out.
she had to
Yeah.
cancel. I don't want to say backed out, but she had to cancel because her story is huge, and she has like a tattooed mask on. It is solid black. Now it's kind of, since she had her first laser tattoo removal, now it's kind of a light black, light charcoal gray. It's
Mhm.
pretty dark. But her mask, a tattooed mask, is from her nose on up. Like, I mean, solid.
Can you
And
imagine getting that done though?
no,
I c- not only having it removed, but having it put on.
yeah, no. And so I still so I'm going to her podcast. She has one podcast, and I have to get the name, and I will share that later in my recorded live for tonight. The name of her podcast, but she went through some major trauma, and there's some mental health issues as a result of obviously, but I'm still not sure if that was done to her or if she had it done to cover some traumatic scars. But so anyway, she's not able to come on tonight because yeah. Oh, Josh, I thought you were going to mow the yard. He said, I'm going to mow the yard in a little while, but I'm in no hurry. Well, anyway, she was coming on tonight, but she can't because she did an interview with the New York Post, and it was supposed to be a positive interview because she's all about sharing her story to help encourage others. And that's why I wanted her to come on, because she has such a great story, great testimony. And the New York Post, according to this young lady, put a completely negative spin on it. And so now her family, both she and her family, are getting threats and being accused of things. And so it just went south really quick, really bad. And so she's frightened to come on. And so I, of course, told her that was okay. I understand. I don't want to add any kind of pressure or trauma to anybody.
If
or
only
force
she could have
anybody.
come on your show first.
Yeah.
It'd have
If
probably been a lot
only.
different.
Yeah. And I told her that, the people in this community are so supportive. And granted, I'll have other people outside of our little family or YouTube community come on, but we're nothing but love and support and hope. But she just, and I understand, like you said, I really wish she could have come on 1st. She would have gained a lot of support. But
oh well,
things happen.
Things happen.
Yeah. So I feel so bad for her because she wanted to show that she had her first laser surgery, and for her, she can see a difference. But man, it's
that laser surgery is twice as bad as having tattoo put on
in terms of pain.
Yeah, I mean, because
Really?
you got a laser burning.
It's awful.
Yeah,
And it's
I'm wondering what
gonna be
kind
a
of
lot.
I wonder what kind of scarring happens with tattoo removal.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I have to Google that. YouTube or Google it.
I think because it literally burns. It's burning deep, and then I guess you're banking on the skin repairing itself and coming back normal tone. But
yeah, because she did say that she tried makeup, but it's like black Sharpie is what it looked like. Seriously. And she tried makeup, but it just wasn't doing the trick. So I mean, I really don't know. But anyway, all that is so crazy how my brain is. But like we were saying about with Shasta Valley Outdoorsman, that being like, my brain tells me that I'm young and that I want to stay up. But once midnight hit, oh my gosh, it was like a button was pushed. And I was like, babe, I got to go to bed.
And we know it. I mean, we know it's going to come.
Yeah.
We just like to act like we're going to stay up all night.
We were like, we're staying up.
That's
we
one of
don't
our
have
things
to go
to
to
say
work.
when we don't have to go to work the next day is, I'm staying up all night.
That didn't happen. Hey, Ken,
Well,
how's it
Hey,
going?
Ken. Well, technically, we kind of did because we went through the night to the morning, 12 a.m.
Hey, we did. We stayed up till
Yeah, so we
today.
stayed up all night.
Yeah. There's JKS. They're hauling hay and eating cantaloupe. Been a great morning.
Oh,
Nice. You've been productive. We haven't done nothing.
yeah. I wish we'd find some good cantaloupe around here. But that just don't happen
Oh,
for some
no.
reason.
Shasta Valley Outdoorsman said, I was quite certain I was still 20 years old until I blew a double hernia last year.
Oh,
Yikes.
yeah. I'm starting to feel it in my knees and ankles and feet. I don't know why, but the
Happy
past
Labor Day, Carrie.
just killing me lately.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, y'all. So, hey, look at you, Josh. You were pushing it. He was up till 12:45 last night.
Dang it.
There's Grumpy Grandpa Patriot Show.
There he is.
I want another tattoo that says DNR. Ken says he
Yep.
wants another.
Yeah, I like that one.
Shasta Valley said, I think I made it till 9:45. Hey man, that's our normal bedtime.
And I hate that I missed Two Old People on the Couch Saturdays live, but I did watch the replay, which is always good. Grumpy Grandpa just cracks me up watching that stuff. And the ranch dog and the ranch truck. And they had some visitors out on the ranch. They didn't have their normal spot. So I was kind of wondering about that. They were up on top of the hill. I think it was family, but they were on top of the hill out on the ranch. So they were kind of overseeing everything. But yeah, it still was a good one. Even though I missed the live, I watched the replay. Okay, yeah.
Funny. Well, we were talking yesterday. So again, for those of you that just joined, the No Judgment Here Tonight will be a recorded. I guess it's going to have to be a premiere. I guess I don't know. I don't know if it has to be a premiere. You can just upload it to live. So I'll just post it. But anyway, will be recorded, and but you can still hop on, or you can watch the replay, whatever you want.
Yeah.
But no live tonight, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But we were talking yesterday about all kinds of things because I was inside. Were we inside?
Yeah, we were inside.
Yeah. Okay. And so I was asking Pooch, I said, you know, we were what kind of started? I said, hey, babe.
I told you about the Fed Now upcoming Fed Now.
No, that's not what brought it up. We were talking about
well, he's kind of talking about
phones and
privacy. And
I think it was because I brought up Labor Day. I was like,
so
we brought up Labor Day, and then I said, because I said, is Monday Labor Day or what's the other day? Labor Day or Memorial Day. And then
two different things.
Yeah, two different things. And then I said, it seems like and I said, I'm such a gullible person. I'm very naive and trusting, and just now becoming aware of a lot of different things that are really scary. And that a lady had told me that on our cell phones, like I'm an idiot, seriously, that on our cell phones, when you use, for me, well, she was saying, when you use the extra protection of using your
Face ID
to get into your stuff, she goes, did you know that that's not really for your safety and for your own security? And I was like, what? And she said, no. She said that whoever, I don't know if it's the government or I don't know who's in control anymore.
It's the government.
Okay. She said that they are actually scanning your face, and Pooch said he uses his thumbprint to
get into stuff.
Yeah, and scanning your thumbprint. And I'm like,
that means it's out there already.
Is this really the home of the? I said, I really don't feel like it's home of the free. And I mean, it's definitely land of the brave, because we had veterans and everybody that is still to this day out serving our country. But I feel like a pawn. And there was a movie that I watched on oh my gosh, what was it? Not Netflix, but anyway, something else. And it was about it's super popular. It was so scary to me, but that there were actually they had like actual quote unquote government type people that we were pawns.
Yeah. I mean, everything's gathered in the Central Intelligence, I'm sure. And see this, I mean,
and we're not political. I mean, we're
we're not going to
we're
make
not,
this
no,
political
not at
by any
all, not
means,
political.
but it's just the thought of it all. And I
Yeah, the
really,
thought of it all. So please know that we're not.
and I like how Grumpy Grandpa and Deb, two old people on the couch, I like how they put their spin on it and their videos when they're talking about governmental type stuff. And
It's just scary.
it is scary. But I had brought up the thing about this Fed now that's
Right.
coming up and where they're trying to do away with currency. And then not only are they trying to do away with it, it's another form. And Fed now, they're trying to come up with this digital currency, or not come up, they're going to, and they are, where in order to get payments, and they're trying to get big companies on board with this, but they're in order to get your money and your payments, it's going to go through this central banking, and it's all going to be digital currency. So you get your money instantly, as they like to say, which you pretty much can do now anyway. But it's all of, to me, I look at it as a form of them tracking and tracing your every move. Where's your money going? How much money have you got? Where you spend it on? And we want to know, and we're going to keep tabs on it. But and they're going to force folks to move into this, because if you want to get your IRS returns, you want to get your Social Security payments, you want to get your stimulus checks, your welfare, whatever it may be that's issued from the government, they're going to want you to have this account in order to digitally give you your money, your funds. And so they're going to move away from current, and they're trying to get big corporate businesses to do this.
So in terms of like your paycheck,
yeah, your paycheck,
that's scary. Like I
paying for goods, I mean, it's to me, it's just a way of tracking. It's a way of tracking.
So see, to me, I feel like then that's not home the free. I feel like we're
you can't spend your money on that.
No, I mean, I feel like we're under so much control, like we're so controlled. And that's, to me, and like I said, I'm an idiot. Like I was
going.
never a conspiracy theorist, but I do like to hear the conspiracy theories, because honestly, some of them have come into fruition in some form or fashion. And I mean, I like to read a lot and stuff. And so I like to read, and I actually listen to audio books, because reading is tough for me, because I get bored easy. But listening to some of the things that people are saying, and I'm like, is that
Jesse?
for real? It's like, is that for real, or is it not?
And, it's for real.
And and then, excuse me, and then we were talking about being homeless, and Mike said, of course, some people choose to be homeless. Because I think people choose to be homeless in two different ways. One, they choose to be homeless because of maybe mental health issues. I don't know if that's really a choice. I don't know that that's really a choice, but so I don't know. Maybe people choose to be homeless because they don't want to have anybody's hands in. Because I was asking Mike, like, what happens to, because he's the numbers guy, he does all that. I don't do any of that. I mean, I manage our bills, but that's about it. I mean, I pay our bills, that was it. But why is it that when we get Christmas bonuses that we personally, you, me, you that are working, we've worked so hard for, and we get, like, it could be a Christmas bonus as much as $50 to $500 to $1,000, yet it's taxed. I'm like, why do they get what why do they get what we worked?
You're
so
taxed
hard
on
for?
your payroll, you're taxed on your gifts, you're taxed on your, I mean, everything's taxed. You go buy something, you're taxed. Your homes are taxed. Everything's taxed. The property you own's taxed. That was part of our discussion too yesterday on how everything's just taxed, and how they're just got their hands in everything. And it's kind of crazy. Your savings is taxed. You want to pull money out of your savings, and you're going to get taxed. Oh, that's income. We're going to tax that again, so it's just ridiculous.
Do they do that when you pull money out of your savings?
That.
I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know.
I mean, your 401ks, you work hard and save all this money. And I mean, it's taxation to the hilt.
So, and then we were chatting about choosing to be homeless. There probably are some people that, and I don't blame them. I mean, I would not want to be homeless. I would not want anything to happen to where that would happen to us. But if they're choosing to be homeless because of that, then like I almost understand. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know.
Well,
What
it's
would
just
be?
folks that don't want to pay taxes on everything and be tracked and traced and told what they can and can't do, which
Mhm.
is kind of what it's getting down to. It seems like it's sad, but it's Pooch is going to do what he wants to do.
No, not 100%. You're not, because they will
Yeah,
tax you.
yeah,
So.
but along with that Fed now, they're trying to make it where you can't buy tangible assets. I think that's the big purpose of it. They're trying to keep you from buying tangible assets like gold and silver, because the big people want all that stuff to themselves. They don't want the little folks out there having any of that stuff to where they can freely go purchase and buy under the table or whatever. They want all the big folks in control to have that ability.
And then Pooch said that, if you can find a job where they just pay you cash under the table, it'd be good.
Yeah, well, that's like side hustles and everything. Cash. There's a saying, "Cash is king." You go out and work for something, or you want to sell something below and under the radar. Cash is king.
Okay, so now with all of that said, so in terms of so then we were talking about the bigger picture, like it's unavoidable. Like, we it's the world. It's the ways of the world. I was talking to my daughter about this too, that you work, you have your taxed, and then you do your income tax and all of that. So it's the ways of the world. It is
You go
what
to the
it
store and
is.
buy
We have
groceries,
to
you get
yeah,
taxed.
we have to. So then we started talking about hi Paul Honeyman, Paul
Paul
Honeyman.
Honeyman, howdy, fine
Um
sir.
we were talking about, so the way that or for me, the way that I need to look at life is, um, what's the bigger picture? And so what is my purpose? I think if I were to look at life, and this was all like a big, huge discussion. We weren't really necessarily talking politics or nan and booba or wah, it's just, then we started talking about purpose and life. And because if I were to go through life looking at and feeling like, man, everything I do is taxed and this and that and the other, I would seriously be depressed, I think.
I think that's where a lot of homesteading comes into play. People that are
Well,
self-sufficient.
that's what I was going to ask you
Yeah,
too. Is that what homesteading is all about? Is
pretty
people
much.
want
They're
to,
self-sufficient. They're growing their own food. They're not having to go buy it. Their own animals.
it's part of it. It's
That's
not the
part of
whole.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the other thing was that we were talking about was, what is what is a person's, or for me, what is my purpose in life? Because for me, the Lord blessed me with this life. There is a purpose. We are here for a reason. And what then are we doing with our life? Are we living purpose-filled lives? Am I, aside from all of what we have no control of, being taxed and all that, unless you choose to be not work or homeless or whatnot. But what is the big purpose? What is my purpose in this life, in this world, um, that I am supposed to fulfill, aside from all of the man-made stuff, you
Mhm.
know?
Yep.
And so I was asking you, Pooch, like, what 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 is your purpose? What do you want when as you're living this life? Um, what makes you happy? What do you, when you pass, what would you like your, what is it, epitaph or whatever, your
My
headstone, your memorial? What do you want to say when you go to the Lord and he says, "Well done, my good and faithful servant."
just that. I want to be
But
remembered
what are
for
you doing? Like, what are you doing on
well,
this earth now? What is your purpose now on this?
of course we love others and give love and support other folks. Those are our hands out to folks when they're down, and of course you try to lead them to Christ. That's part of being a good servant of the Lord, because he loves all, and you need folks that don't know that to know that, and just try to lead them in the direction of living a good life, loving your neighbors and your brothers without hatred, um, and showing no ill or hate towards anybody.
Mhm.
And it's just like our church, or most church. Anybody's welcome here. It doesn't matter your background, your history, your preference, any of that stuff. You're welcome. You're not only a fellow human, you're a fellow brother, sister, and you're loved regardless. I don't care what you do in your own time. That's your choice. That's your choice. And I'm not one to judge you for that.
Yeah.
No judgment. That's like Baby Show. No judgment here.
Yeah, for sure.
Why should we judge somebody else for their way of life?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. And so,
And I
yeah.
choose to do good.
So now that we were having this discussion, it's so awesome when you have a spouse or someone, a friend or family member that you can have these kinds of discussions with, because then, like for me, I woke up this morning and I try and I do. I mean, we're human and obviously we'll never be perfect, but
No.
I try to wake up and think, okay, what is something good that I can do today? Well, this morning I woke up feeling like, okay, I need to do something good, but then I also don't want to be stressed out. I don't want to think, oh my gosh, what do I need to do today before I die? I need to do something good for somebody. But anyway,
which we always try to do good.
We do. Okay, so I'm going back to some of these comments, guys, since you guys have been commenting. I want to see what you guys have to say. I saw something last night that was unbelievable. I'll text you. Okay, yeah. I want to know what you saw. Josh.
Oh yeah.
I want to know what you saw last night.
You go scroll back through your phone, or
I don't see it, but man, too bad we didn't have a link to put up so he could come on and tell us. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna kind of go up a little bit and see. Oh, you guys are shadow banned now. What does that mean? I don't know.
Yeah, what's shadow banned?
What does that mean? Back to says, but you'll own nothing and be happy.
That's right. I mean, you're not taking it with you. I mean, it's you leave what you may have, you may leave. I mean, of course, I like the saying of I came in this earth with nothing, I'll leave with it, which is true. You're going to anyway. You came into the world with nothing, you're going to leave with nothing because you're not taking it with you.
Let's see. Quiet Listener is back. Back to good. Let's see. We saw Carrie Leonard. I can't talk today. Ken, Lone Cowboy Adventures. JKS. I'm going through the comments. What is that anyway?
Yeah.
Melinda Dobson says was going to pull an all-nighter last week and stayed up till 3:30. Wow.
Whoa.
Tommy Temper's here. Hi, Tommy Temper.
Tommy.
It got hot. We just stayed one night and left about 4 p.m. the next day. Grumpy Grandpa.
Oh man, that sucks.
There's lazy days ahead. Jesse and Lisa.
Install Jesse.
Lower Michigan hiking and camping adventures. There's Teddy and Jessica. Happy Labor Day, everybody.
Oh, he's us talking about this shadow ban. It says shadow banning is a web moderation technique where a user or their content is blocked without them knowing it. Can happen on social media platforms and online forums. Well,
what does that? But what
it means? Whatever we're posting right here, probably what we're talking about won't be shared out through YouTube, probably. So it's shadow banned. Only folks that'll see it are those that are in here with us.
That's another way being controlled.
Another way.
I mean, if we're already gonna be shadow banned, we might as well just go for it.
Yeah, we're shadow banned. That's
dang. That thanks.
And I don't
There's
give
Bowen.
one iota. Hey, Bowen. That's just another way. What happened to freedom of speech?
Like,
yeah. Somebody don't like what we have to say.
You're going to be in trouble. I don't like being in trouble.
Yeah, I do because I want to buck the system.
Okay.
It may get me in trouble trying to buck the system, but you know what?
Ken's going to have a premiere, it looks like, as Grumpy Grandpa says. Looking forward to the premiere, Ken. Is that tonight? Sorry.
Oh, sweet.
JKS says unions change labor laws for women and children and others. Shasta Valley Outdoorsman, it's good that people are starting to see it for the better. Yeah.
I think in the union labor laws, when all of this was formed, of course, it went to 8-hour work days, 8-hour
Thank you, Jesse, for
relaxation,
putting all the links. I really appreciate that.
and 8 hours of rest. Where back in the day, they probably tried working you to death 24/7. And of course, now this is a lot of what I'm hearing in the past year or so. And I wouldn't mind it at all going to a 4-day work week.
Oh, look at Project Mockingbird.
Go work my 4 10s or whatever. And then have 3 days off. I think that would be awesome. I mean, I've always thought, good Lord, I work 5 days a week. I'm off 2. They ain't got time to relax for nothing.
Okay, I'm gonna look that up.
What, Project Mockingbird?
Have you watched it?
I don't think so. But that are we'll have to look that up and see. And see, we like stuff like
Back
that.
to Good says, I'm sort of homeless. What?
Oh, I hope
how?
not.
What does that mean? What, like good or bad?
Yeah.
London Upson says taxes get you first, then they go up on your rent.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Back to Good says we live in a camper.
And
That's
hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Secondhand
I could
stores
live in a
charge tax
camper.
on used goods. That is double tax. What?
Yeah.
There's a big homeless problem in Kansas City and all over the country.
Oh yeah, it's bad. And the way stuff is, your insurance for your homes, for your automobile, all of that stuff is just skyrocketing. Due to, of course, natural disasters. And then my thought on natural disaster zones, where like hurricanes come through year after year, they spend billions of dollars on rebuilding stuff, like Florida, California wildfires, all of that area. Why rebuild in an area that most likely a year later is going to be destroyed again? And it's us insured that pay these premiums and all these prices that are paying for that over and over and over again. Whereas,
thanks, Jesse.
How about you just stop, make it a no build zone, make it a recreation area or something, but there's no reason to have and continue to rebuild stuff that's going to be destroyed, and making all of us folks out there split the bill for these folks that want to live in that area. Yeah, it's pretty and all, but dang it.
Josh said, we are taxed on a house that we bought with from our check that was taxed, and we're taxed on the vehicle we use to
Exactly.
go make the money that we were taxed on.
And to me, that's
the truth. Like, that makes me a little angry.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what it is, but recently I've really been, I guess because the world is, okay. So for me, it started all with an illness came, and then
and there'll be another one coming.
And in order to work at certain places, I mean, this is in the news. I'm not talking about something that, but if we're already in trouble, like, I mean, I don't like to be in trouble, but I guess if I'm already in trouble, might as well just get more trouble. I don't know. But so, and then had people lined up with their arms exposed and just
that's something that didn't work.
I mean, I don't know.
It didn't work. I mean, I took the shot,
and people they were forced to in order to keep their jobs.
Pretty much somewhere. And I mean, there were ways. I mean, I took the shots and the booster. Granted, during that whole time, I worked in that whole time and didn't get sick until after that it was passed, all the mask wearing was done. Then all of a sudden I got it. And it was almost like everybody said, it was just like a flu symptoms. I mean, I was jacked up for a week, and
I mean, I got sick really bad with, and I still don't have my full taste and smell. I'm still waiting on someone to tell me, but they said they can't post it because it'll get taken down, which is sad.
Yeah. And granted, some folks lost their lives because maybe they had underlying other underlying issues. But who's to say that this shot that they gave out to everybody, and with a second wave coming, and then they're going to promote everybody get these shots again. What are they doing? Slowly killing off everybody? You know?
I've been saying that's what makes me wonder, like when people talk about that, like with the like conspiracy theorist, again, I'm not, it's just very interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, we literally have no control, but
no.
I mean, we have some control, but Like when people were saying that, I was listening to some conspiracy theorists that were saying
I mean,
about the shot that like they're slowly killing people.
well,
And I'm like,
yeah, because I
is that
think
the truth? I
I
don't even
think
know what the
too
truth
that
is anymore.
you know, look at all the illnesses and mysterious health problems that have come up with folks that have had the shot.
Mhm.
You know, yeah, we'll probably get shadow banned, like somebody said on here. Somebody
Dang
gonna
it.
listen to this.
I don't wanna get
Oh
in trouble.
heck no, you ain't putting that crap out there. You're feeding the fire.
But so are they by what
Yeah,
they're doing.
yeah. They just don't want nobody to buck up against them,
Well,
which that could
I'm
backfire.
ready.
Yeah, me and baby could go full blown on them.
I'm just kidding. I'm scared. Ken says, if I was homeless, I would do it on the motorcycle and travel visiting different areas, people, and homesteads.
Yeah, and it's,
You're
you know,
probably easily taxed more than 50% when all added up.
yeah, for sure. And that's where I think, you know, I don't need all this stuff. I want my land, but I don't know that I need all the extracurriculars. I mean, I can live perfectly fine and happy.
Back to good said the IRS is fraud.
Well, yeah, they're taking your money.
Carrie Leonard says, tax on getting my money out of my bank.
Yep. And see, if you had in the way they like to state it now with our homes, that's a fixed dwelling, where if you had something that was movable, you're not going to get taxed on that then, because that's it could be your dwelling, but you know, it's not a standard like home that they're going to tax you yearly on in taxes for your house.
Mm.
I mean, that's why a lot of people, I think, do the shed the houses, shed the homes. They get out from underneath that taxation on a dwelling. Now, of course, you will be still taxed on your property. I don't know if you can still homestead a place without a dwelling on it or not. Probably not. I'm sure they've got their ways
Wow.
to keep you
Everything
from
figured out, kind of.
getting over on them for sure.
Grumpy Grandpa Patriot Show says, help others and spread the word, I think, is all we can do when we can. So my question
That's it.
is, why don't the people like you and I, all of us, why don't we, the people, why can't we not do anything about
It's happening. I mean,
it?
there's a lot
Or will
of
we be like the whistleblowers and disappear?
yeah, who knows? I mean, but that movement has started. There's people out there that are doing it. So
We need to find them and
yeah, we need to probably jump on the
together.
bandwagon and get in with it too.
Because it's
And
just
I'm all
not
for it.
right. Like I just don't think it's right. I
Yeah, I
mean,
don't
I
either.
just don't think it's
I don't either.
fair. But who am I? Bowen says shadow banning is where they just don't post your stuff in the feed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but I don't want to get.
Yeah.
If you make certain comments on YouTube, you will get shadow banned, which means you will not be circulated. Okay.
Yeah. So this video might not be circulated, which it's alive. I don't care.
I mean, to YouTube because you talked about things they don't want you to.
Yeah.
Bummer. Okay, Ken says, I was stressed yesterday, had a conversation with a relative who gave me an update on my late father's estate. It's a big mess. Oh no.
Oh man. That's
You know, you guys, if you didn't see Ken's interview, and you don't necessarily have to go and watch it, but he did share a little bit about that he was stressed. There was some stress about the details of his father's estate and how I think it's not, unfortunately, not in the details, but dang it, Ken, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
and that's you know, that's another whole other thing too about estates and what your folks ancestry folks might have had, and you know, it gets passed down and handed down, and then you receive those
Oh my God.
funds or
Hi,
estates or
Marianne.
property, and then you get taxed on it again. They're going to tax you because somebody gave that to you. You inheritance tax. They're going to tax you for it. Whether it's money, whether it's property, whatever the heck it is, you're going to get taxed on that as well. And that's kind of because that's how a lot of folks lose stuff, because somebody may inherit something.
Hi, Marianne Bimler.
And then they can't afford to
Happy Labor
pay
Day.
the inheritance tax on it, or they can't afford to pay the taxes to keep it afterwards. I mean, then it's just lost. And to me, that's sad because your family member that worked hard for that to pass down something to their children or whoever, and it's a burden. It's then a burden on them.
It's a bummer. Okay, yes, you're right, Bowen. Back to the positive stuff.
Yeah,
Because
back to the
that
positive
is the
stuff.
way that I want to live. Because what we can't control, I guess we just can't control. And I'm just now coming out of the rock that I guess I've been under, not really knowing that how long this stuff has been going on. So I'm gonna stay under that rock where all that's concerned, I guess, as long as I can, and just really try to live positively. And like you said, Bowen, he says, back to positive stuff. When I die, I want to be known as a shepherd and a warrior for the people. Oh, I
That's
love
right.
that.
That's good.
Bowen, I need to get back with you so that we can have you come on my show. I want you to come
That's
on.
awesome too, Bowen. I love Bowen. That dude, I'm so glad we've come across him.
Me too. Okay. Paul Honeyman says, I hope all you Americans enjoy your Labor Day.
Thank you, Paul.
Grandpa Patriots Project Mockingbird is a media being handled by the CIA to get their agenda to be normalized and accepted by the masses. CIA operatives, I can't talk, actually were and are working in the media and Hollywood.
Oh yeah, it's controlled. It's a controlled thing, and I mean, that's how standards and ways of life, because so many people follow and go by what's shoved down their throat within media, Facebook, YouTube, whatever. Trends start in media usually, and people follow along.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's kind of like what I'm going to be talking to about tonight, but in kind of a different way, more of the mental health way in terms of feeling accepted and belonging.
Yeah.
But so that'll be different. Anyways, oh, hey, Jess. Tree Haven is
Jess.
here. He says, Happy Labor Day.
Thank you, sir.
And yeah, I mean, and seriously, Pooch got the shot, and we're not talking anything against anybody that got it or anything. Pooch got the shot. I chose not to, and everybody's beliefs and things are to each their own. If you got the shot, great. If you didn't, great.
I mean,
whatever. I mean, we're not here to judge at all because we have comments that
and I took it mainly because of my job, and at the time I was in that environment with all of that stuff, so I kind of felt I needed to during that time.
Heck yeah, Bowen. He says he has loads of theories I'd love to discuss with y'all in private. Yeah, I mean, basically, I guess we would have to. And the flu has suddenly disappeared.
Oh, there's something brewing. I'm telling you, there's another brew taking place. It's a coming.
Back to Good says, exactly, Pooch. If I live in my camper on my land, all I have to pay is taxes on property, $75 a year.
Yeah. And see, even the property we have is taxed so freaking high. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous.
Shasta Valley at says, I see a lot of folks doing the shed thing.
Yep.
Because that's all they can afford.
I'm ready to do it.
$100,000s to get a house on the ground out here.
Yeah.
Hi, Christine.
Yeah, I'm ready. I could do that easily.
And
actually,
Good says that is why you see so many moving off grid and starting homestead and doing van life and tiny homes. People are doing what they can to fight it. My son Tristan. I think that maybe has changed most recently with the life changing events, but he actually has considered. I don't know if he'll still consider
van life.
Yeah, he considered van life. He really thought about. Was really thinking about.
I'm still considering it.
So there is a link to Josh's store. We just came on just to chat and hang out and just talk about stuff that we normally don't talk about. Ken says it puts a person in a bad mood for the day until I ride. Okay, yeah, let's talk about something that put everyone in a good mood. Back to Country says, hi, Back to Country. It's hey y'all, been listening while I work, taking a breath now.
Hey Jeff.
Welcome, sir. Yes, Marianne Bimler, exactly. She said can't even afford to live anymore. It makes me sad. It really does.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I rethink a lot of things.
Farm Nuggets.
And my only drawback is I have someone else to worry about too.
What are you talking about?
The way that rethinking how you live.
So wait, but what do you mean by that? When you say you got somebody else to worry about, what are you talking about?
You.
But what way are you trying to rethink to live?
We could how like what a lot of folks are talking, going not off grid, because we're not off grid here, but resorting to ways to undercut how not to pay so much taxes on crap. What?
But
But this isn't taxed.
I'm talking about all the stuff that you like to buy, all the stuff. You know, like this room is full of all your stuff.
That we don't pay taxes on this.
But the stuff that you bought, you did.
Yeah, but like anything else we buy.
I guess. Back to country is here. Tiny Farm Nuggets. Josh, seen your drone video? Yeah, Josh, we did see your video. That was pretty cool.
It was.
Bye, Shasta Valley Outdoorsman.
Yep. Have a good day, sir.
Hi, Evelyn Newman.
Hi, Evelyn.
Happy Labor Day, everybody that just came in. We appreciate you guys being here. Hey, Samantha. And who else is here? We just came in just to.
Yeah, we had a fiasco on the first attempt. We tried going live through YouTube.
Hi, David. Goat Days is here.
Hey, David, Sammy.
That's okay. No reason to be sorry that you're late. We just
this was just a
impromptu,
deal.
and we just wanted to. We came on and we chatted about things that we normally never do.
Yeah,
chat about.
And we realized, and
now we got in trouble.
Shadow banned.
Dang it. We don't want to be that. Here, September 5th. Here, mask is back in school. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that in public schools? Where do you live?
That's crazy.
Oh, that's wow.
Of course.
My goodness gracious.
The new variant. That's all I say.
Like, I'm just scared about all the things.
Because we're already shadow banned.
Back to Country says the unfortunate reality is the resulting fact that folks no longer trust the medical community. And that is sad too, because, they're getting a bad, I mean, even good doctors, I mean, they're doing what they're told to do. And
and I know a lot of doctors and they all have something different to say about it.
Yeah, it's just.
There's some that are cautious in what they say, but
I want to know what kind of info you got. I don't know anything. Josh, he says, I constantly do research. I have a lot of info on what's going on.
Yeah,
but I also wonder.
Josh is in on things too.
Josh, I want to be in on things, but I also wonder the research that we're looking for. Is that true? Is the research that we do? I mean, is that, who knows see, for me, I have an issue with,
you've got puppets.
I trust everybody and everything. And then I start finding out other things. Like I guess, I don't know. I'm a 50 however old woman who, well, I trust in the Lord, and he's who I trust and believe. And so ultimately I'm okay. I know that. But living on this earth, like when I talk to people or people are talking to me, I mean, I can pretty much tell when someone is blowing smoke or BSing. I get that. But also, like, I thought we lived in a safe world. Like, I didn't. So now with Josh saying I constantly do research, I have a lot of info on what's going on. To me, I wonder, well, how do we know that how do I know that the research that I'm doing, what's true? Is that true? I guess it depends on what you're researching.
Another way to look at it too is look at the world in general, how advanced some of these countries are.
Oh, thanks, Bowen, for your support.
A lot of these countries, advanced countries, and then you have other countries that still live in a primitive type state. Whereas the only reason they're like that is because of the bigger countries have control over those and they're keeping them pushed down. They don't want them to come and rise, because the big powers want to stay in global power.
Yeah.
I mean, and if you stop and look, like such as Africa, Sudan, all of those other, what they like to call third world countries, there's no reason why they should be like that. They're just as capable as this country.
That's true. Yeah.
the global world is led by the world powers, which we all know who the world powers are.
And I was watching. Oh my gosh! See how I am with my brain.
I mean, other people in other countries are just as smart as
Oh my gosh!
anybody else.
It's not what wasn't White Rock Nation. It was. Dang it! I'll have to look up the name. But anyway, on their channel, they were talking too about like they were talking about medicines and all natural that no, I can't think of the name of the channel, but there was somebody in the channel that was or in the comments, the chat that said, because they were talking about how there are medications that are all natural that no one wants anyone to know about because that takes the money away from
big farm.
Yeah. And so somebody on there in their chat, they were talking about we know the all natural, because I said after I had COVID that I lost my taste and smell. Like there are a few things I can taste and very few things I can smell. Not a lot, but some. So like yesterday, because we have 3 dogs, I was asking my daughter, so, hey, when you walk in, does it smell like dog? Because I don't know. I lit a candle and I don't know. But they in the comments said, we know how you can get your taste and smell back. And I said, how can you tell me? And they said, we can't because we'll get removed or something. And I'm like, okay, but does anybody here know? Like, can you text me anything I can take to get my taste?
Yep, big pharmaceutical don't want all those earthly remedies.
Yeah,
because
they're free.
That's
and
big money. It's all synthetic.
My sister-in-law, my ex-sister-in-law, but I still call her my sister-in-law. She passed from cancer a year ago, maybe a little more than a year ago now, just a little over a year. And she was actually going to travel to I think Germany, where Eddie Van Halen went to get this shot. Yeah, this treatment to prolong his life. And I was like, and so we were having this discussion, and I said, well, why do you have to travel to Germany? And she's like, because we can't get it here. Whatever.
And if it is here, it's astronomically expensive.
Right.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, why? And so anyway, somebody was telling me about,
which brings me even thought to another topic about having health insurance. You pay big money to supposedly be covered with health insurance, which they take it out of your paycheck to still, in order to get treatment, they're going to want a deductible, like they want to call an astronomical. I think our deductible's $8,000 to, if we have some major issue take place and we need some surgery or whatever, we have an $8,000 deductible. Well, you got to come up and pay your deductible before we'll treat you. And then they're going to charge out the wazoo to the insurance company.
Well, that's
hundreds of thousands of dollars to hold you and keep you in a hospital or a hospital bed, room, surgeons, and all that and whatnot.
Oh, it was Bland's Promised Land Ranch. I love them. They're so hysterical. But they are the ones that somebody was in their chat and they were talking about how they knew. So on all natural way.
Why I don't want no insurance. I'm not carrying. Oh, the government says you got to have insurance, or we're going to fine you if you don't have health insurance. Just
that's awful. Because I remember telling Tristan, boy, you better have some insurance because when it comes doing your taxes, you're going to get in trouble. They're going to fine you. And he was like, well, I don't have money for insurance.
Right. But even if you did, if you needed something catastrophic or whatever happened and you had to go seek medical attention, and then you're laying there in your deathbed and the doctors and them have to tell your family, well, we could treat it, but you haven't met your deductible for your insurance, or your insurance won't pay for this treatment. Well, what the heck good does it have it then?
Some school districts in Texas have already shut down. What? Oh my gosh.
Gotta look up that stuff. That's crazy.
I didn't know any.
The world is changing right before our eyes.
Yes, the doctors and nurses do have to follow whatever their medical group they work for say. Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even anything against the medical team at all. Yeah. It's just like, wow, that's just
see how everything's controlled.
Yeah, that's so sad. Like they're trying to help people. They get into this profession so they can help make people feel better, and get well. Yet that's also dictated.
Yeah.
to a certain extent, I guess. I don't even know.
Yep.
Yeah,
Ridiculous.
same, Sam. I really, like I said, I've been under a rock because I seriously have not even thought about any of this. And then when I heard, uh, just happened to listen to a conspiracy theory gentleman being interviewed by someone else, and I was listening, and I'm sure people when I was on the treadmill were probably thinking, "What are you listening to?" Because I was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like I am a naive Nelly, but yeah, I don't listen to it. It is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, come on, everybody. Thanks, Marianne Bimler. She says, give us a thumbs up.
Yeah, hit that thumbs up, please. I know.
Yeah, I just try to. Yeah, hard to believe anything these days.
It is hard to believe anything. The best thing to do is just go with your gut. Do what's best for you, regardless. However it is, you can do what's best for you.
We
just
do, Christine. Yes, and I actually recently, well, I say recently, it's probably been a couple of years, but was a part of a group, and we studied the Book of Revelation, and yeah. So Christine said, just study the Book of Revelation, Isaiah and Ezekiel. We live in an evil world. The Bible is the best research source.
That's right.
Out there. That is the truth.
And the word is playing out too, actually.
Yes, and you're right. That is why we got to start and stay strong in the Lord. Absolutely. Hey, PSV Odyssey. We just
Paul
coming on chatting about stuff that we normally don't chat about on Pretty and Pooch. And so yeah, I was even thinking today, yes, back to country. The Lord is my shepherd. Absolutely. And that's all that's all we can do.
Yeah. That's the way. That is the way.
It is the way. It's absolutely the way.
And I think,
see, Christine says, I work in the medical field and I'm moving to natural remedies, work on my Herbalife gardens.
There you go. Well, share your secrets with us.
Hi, Stinking Stabby. PSV Odyssey is here. Stinking Stabby.
I work in the medical field too, but I don't follow any of it. Medical or I just don't bother.
Yeah, Sam, you know what? It's been 2 years, I think, since I haven't been able to smell and taste. I mean, it's terrible.
Pooch is like that, though.
Look up Barbara O'Neill. She has amazing knowledge of natural remedies. But anyway,
Baby's taking notes.
Yeah, I'm taking notes.
Yeah, well, there's your pad and paper right there.
I know. I am. I'm taking notes because I need to know these things.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway, what's everybody doing today? Now that we've just
rambled and
talked about all kinds.
Talked of our thoughts and.
Yeah, we just talked about our thoughts. Not anything.
Yeah.
No judgment. No anything.
Thought it'd be fun just to get on here and ramble, which we do a lot of that anyway. And as we contemplate going to work tomorrow.
Yes. We are thankful for our jobs. I thank God for our jobs. And we're not any it was just a topic that I was sitting on the couch and Pooch was in his recliner. I was like, hey babe, what do you think about this? And we thought, let's have a conversation and chat about it with everybody. Also, we keep poisoning our bodies by what? Yes. Yeah. See, Goat Days. I believe things will be changing for the better in the next couple of years. I pray. Bowen says the problem is simple. If you're way up the top, you don't want certain technologies given to the people because then the bigwigs will all lose their income.
Oh man, technology is so
far. Bye, Karen. I'm sorry we missed you.
Yep, so much far advanced than what we know.
Oh, but Josh, do you get fined? I don't know. Are we allowed to talk about that? I have over $1 million in medical bills. And I don't want to go down that road, but anyway, cancer bankrupted me. See, that's so sad.
Yep. And it can happen to anybody.
Sad. Like people can't even afford to be taken care of. Like if you have cancer, like why can't we?
And there's treatments that are out there, but they just
very sad.
If you're not in the financial bracket to be treated, they're not going to treat you.
Jesse says, did you know that Mickey D French fries have 17 ingredients? What's up with that? It should only have potato, salt, and oil. Is that for real? Are you being serious? I want to know if you're being serious, Jesse, because I want to know what 17 ingredients are in there.
He's serious.
Mickey D's. I'm gonna do some research.
Yeah. Jesse knows stuff.
Is that for real?
Yeah, it's for
But
real.
what
There may
other
be more than
ingredients
that.
could they have?
There's- yeah, what was the other
find out.
thing? Oh, it was me yesterday buying my heartburn medication that I take, a 24-hour heartburn pill.
I'm an
And
idiot.
I
I'm just
got one. I
dumb.
was picked one up, and it just so happened there was a lady standing there. I take that too, but I take that one right there because there's no magnesium in it. And I was like, okay, what's the difference in the same pill with one's got magnesium and one doesn't? I was like, so anyway, it got me thinking, okay, what's the difference? It's like your deodorant. There was a thing not too long ago, deodorant. It's got aluminum in it. Don't put that on. Well, what the heck's aluminum doing in deodorant?
You're right, Christine. She says the world has always been this way. The
Yeah.
scale has tipped, though, and evil doesn't hide in the dark anymore. That is
Mhm.
true.
Yeah.
Especially with all the pews and all that stuff that's
Yeah.
been going on. It's like, wow, what in the
Yeah.
world? You can just be
It's more
walking down the
prevalent now.
streets and nobody cares anymore.
Yep.
Yeah, we
More-
do, Josh. She says we have to stop going along to get along with things.
Yep.
Anyways,
That's crazy. See, that opened up a whole other can of
Thanks,
worms
Sam.
with us, didn't it, baby?
that did.
All kinds of other stuff baby's going to want to go look and research.
Jesse says, how about them Cowboys?
Yeah. How about them Cowboys? How about them
Yeehaw.
horns? Hook them horns.
I like Sooners. I like the Boomer Sooners. Oh, Christine's cleaning, cooking, shipping, canning, and preparing for a few videos. Awesome.
Oh,
I'm
yep.
getting ready to do that. We'll
Yep.
probably need to hop off.
Yeah, we got stuff to do. I got some shirts to make. and
Hi,
some-
let's trade paint, Sean.
Hey, Sean.
Hope you're having a great day.
Good morning to Kelly, too.
TNT Adventures. Okay, thanks, Sam. Marianne's cooking. No barbecue. It's too hot outside. Yeah,
It is. I was thinking of barbecuing today, but then I was like, nah, I don't want to be out in the heat.
Yes, I mean, that's really all I do is just trust. We just trust in the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
That's all we can do, and just try to do our best to help everyone. There's Leanne.
Howdy, Leanne.
Josh said, if you want to continue to eat them, then you don't want to know what's in the fries. And I was just saying the other day, I love McDonald's French fries.
They are good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what kind of drugs in there because they're a little
Yeah,
addicting.
something in there make you want to go buy another. Now they come out with a
Wow, all
basket. Hey,
scary
they got
now.
basket of fries now, I think. You get 2 cheeseburgers, double cheeseburgers, and a basket of fries for like $8.
That's pretty cheap.
Yeah, let's go, baby.
I'm
Want a double
hungry.
cheeseburger? Go get.
Heck
Go
yeah.
get us.
We
2.
actually ate McDonald's not too long ago for the first time in forever.
Yeah, coming home
years
from
and
Josh's.
years and
Yeah, I
years.
hadn't been to McDonald's in a long
Yeah.
time. That's McDonald's. Let's see, what else is another place I probably had. Wendy's.
That's right, Marianne. It's day to day.
I usually go to get a good. Well, I do like Whataburger, but I also like Nikki D's. That's a fresh, local beef hamburger joint, and it's good, isn't it, babe?
Oh, look. So back to Good Made their yes. So yummy. Sorry. Back to Good Made their own homemade deodorant, laundry soap, toothpaste. They're working on making their own soaps and shampoos.
Back to country?
Mm-hmm. And Josh
Jeff.
said, yeah, you don't want to use deodorant with aluminum in it. Does ours have aluminum?
I'm sure it
in
does.
Yes, boom.
I'm just not going to wear anymore.
Me either. So if I stink when I see y'all,
Yeah,
yeah, that is why we need chickens, babe. Get after it.
yeah. I talked about. Well, I didn't talk about you, Jeff. I mentioned you the other day when we were on a discussion with Christine on Gillum's live the other night about sourdough bread. They were talking about different versions of sourdough bread, and I was like, Jeff at Back to Country makes his own sourdough bread.
Well, I'm gonna go and study how to make some soaps and study how to make some bread.
Yeah.
And
We're gonna start homesteading, babe.
yeah, let's go get our chickens so baby can take care of them.
We need to start homesteading. This might become FBC homestead here.
But
pretty
in
soon.
our age, I think it might be too late.
Yeah, heck,
We
no,
already
it
got
ain't
all
too
the
late.
chemicals in our armpits.
Well, it's time to flush and get clean.
And it's probably stuff's already growing in there.
Yeah, well,
and
we can stop it. Never too late to start. Might
anyway.
extend our life a year or 2 or 3 or 4.
Yeah, I love Whataburger.
Oh yeah.
Whataburger. Coconut oil, baking soda, cornstarch, and essential oils.
Yeah, look for a new channel, FBC Homestead, coming up.
We all have to network with each other to get the things you're right. You are right, Josh. We do all need to network with each other.
Yeah, we do.
And so, yeah, if anybody wants to call me and I'll come buy your stuff, your coconut oil, and I'm gonna go to Christine's and Johnny's and steal some chickens that are already cleaned.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Hey.
never too late.
No, it's
You're
never too
right.
late.
So, anyways, well, we hope that you guys have a great, great day off, great Labor Day, and hope you guys enjoyed this live. That's probably not going to be seen anywhere.
It's shadow banned already.
Darn.
That's all right though.
I got to get to work on my video that's going to be out tonight for
Yeah,
No Judgment
I need
Here.
to get one too, probably get one going, but
it's going to be a good one. Love y'all.
Appreciate all you folks that came back to us on the second round because the first one went kaput.
That's right.
That's crazy.
And so if ladies and gentlemen too, but we're going to be talking about on No Judgment Here tonight. It'll be a video. But a little bit about mental health in terms of the difference of feeling accepted and also the feeling of belonging. I'll tell you what, I spent decades wearing a mask working on being accepted, and it just did me no justice, no good, because and it took a long time for me to remove those masks to be myself. This is who I am now. I can be crazy and goofy. Like I said, I have the mental capacity of a 10-year-old.
Doesn't matter, huh?
Can be an idiot. And I feel like sometimes even I still believe like a kid. Because honestly, seriously, I do feel like I've lived under a rock. But I want to continue to live that way because I live happily. Whatever happens to me in terms of how I live, in terms of housing, diseases, whatever it is going to be. And I know ultimately that God is taking care of me, that ultimately God is in control, not the government, not while they think they may be here on this earth, God is in control of my life. And that's who I trust, and that's who makes me happy, and that's who brings me and gives me hope, and he gives me all that I need and all that I'll ever want, and he takes care of us. And I mean, I'm good to go. I just think it was a very interesting conversation. And so
we like hearing all y'all's folks input too.
Absolutely, but I do need some new deodorant and some new
Hey, what's that Zoom stuff called?
Yeah, they do.
They
I
have
need
all
to go
kinds
on
of
there.
natural stuff, don't
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
So yeah, we'll need to do that.
But, and of course, you got to pay more for it, just like organic stuff. But oh well.
Yeah. So,
anyways,
so much fun. But yes, girls and guys. So if you guys want to come on and join me later, at 7, that
are you gonna
video
do it live?
will be released.
Or are you gonna do
I don't think
it'll
be a video. It's not gonna be live.
But you'll be in the chat, being able to comment with them.
Yeah,
right?
I'll be in the chat. So, but just again, something similar to getting insight on, how maybe you felt when you were younger, or even feel now, in terms of the feelings of acceptance or the feelings of belonging. And again, I got off track. I'm kind of like my bestie. I'm a hummingbird, but for decades, I wore a mask, trying to get accepted because of how odd I am, how different, how authentically being myself was not accepted, honestly. And I did find and catch myself doing a lot of things in high school that I wasn't accepted. And so I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and be my authentic self. But then I got bullied for that. And so it really stinks. That children are not allowed to be their true authentic selves because they're not accepted or they don't feel like they belong. That's what we're going to be talking about tonight. I'm going to be working on that video later. And so, yeah, I bounce around a lot. I think I am a hummingbird because that's who I am. Or a squirrel or whatever. That's who I am. And I think dumb things. I cuss sometimes. I love the Lord. This is who I am, and can be an odd bird, but
And nothing wrong with that.
yeah. So that's what we're talking about. We'll see you guys later. Love y'all. Have a great, great Labor Day and have fun at work tomorrow.
Enjoy it.
Yeah. Love it.
Yep. Everybody have a good day. Everybody needs a friend named Pooch to call me Pooch.
And everybody needs a little pretty in their life.
She's my pretty.
Love y'all.
Have a good
This
day,
was
folks.
fun.
Yep,
Josh,
it
I'm going to be
was.
contacting you.
Yep.
Bye.
That was a good one.